Good morning everyone. Now welcome back to our next class that and going to continue the first chapter, representation of geographical features. Today's topic is the grid reference. But before we start, we should know or recall what the grid is. Students, if you have noticed that in the map, in globe, in atlas, that some lines are drawn like this from north to south as well from east to west. These lines are called as longitude and the latitudes, or in other words, the parallels and the meridians. So the network of these lines, the longitudes and the latitudes, or the parallels and the meridian, is called as grid system. Now, to locate the man-made as well as the natural features on a topographical map, one should know how to read the features, how to find out a location which is actually exist on the ground, how to find it out in topographical map. For that, now the topographical map bears the national grid of squares whose scale is 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. Now see that these are the horizontal lines which are having a distance of 2 centimeter each. From west to east. These lines, the horizontal lines, the vertical lines are called as the eastings. And on the other hand, we will find the parallel or the horizontal lines again having a distance of 2 centimeter each. From north to south. These lines are called as northings. When we combine both together, we will find a sketch like this. That is north, south, west, east. This is called as the grid reference. Now, if we have to find out a particular location, what the particular location means that it exists on the ground. Suppose it is locating, there is a location of a temple here. So we will find only a symbol, nothing is mentioned. To read this, we will, what its location of temple is there, we will find how it is that 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 72, 73, 74, 75. These are the distance on the ground in hundreds of meters. So what the location of temple is, we will write that 92 and 73. What it means, how we read this location, we always start from the origin. Always it starts from the left hand side, that is the southwest corner. The southwest corner. So, and it is always, first we will read the easting, later then we follow the northings. So here 92 means 92 is easting and plus 73 is northings. So we will find this location from east, we will go up to 92, and from south to west, south to north, that is up to 73. That is, in this way we will find a location of a particular place in the topographical map. What is not clear to you, you can ask. Thank you. Now our next topic is scale. Scale are of on the basis of map. There are two types of map scale, that the large scale map and the small scale map. So large scale map are the maps that depicts the small area in a detail, whereas the small scale maps shows only the important features of a large area. So the major what is the difference in between? The large scale map shows the smaller area in large detail, whereas the small scale map shows the only the important features of a large area. Now next thing, that to draw a map different types of scales are used. So first come to know what is scale. Here the scale doesn't mean what you are using to draw a line. That is an instrument to draw. The same is here, what the mention in the scale, that millimeter, centimeter is there. It is used to draw the map, but that is the instrument. But what scale is taking to show to draw a map is of three different types. But the scale is a measuring line that shows the distance, that shows the relation of the distance between the map distance and their actual distance on the ground. What the scale is? Scale is a measuring line that shows the relation of the distance of the map on the map distance and what is their actual distance on the ground. That is scale. Now it is of three types: the verbal or the statement scale, representative fraction, and the linear or the graphic scale. Let's come to know one by one what these types of scales are. First one is the verbal or the statement scale. Here we expressed only in words what we simply say of what is the map distance and what is the ground distance. That is the verbal scale. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 50 kilometers. So we are simply saying that 1 centimeter of the map is equal to 50 kilometer of the ground. But this is not the accurate measurement. So it is not commonly in use. Next one is the representative fraction. This is also represented at RF. RF. R representative and F for fraction. So here the fraction is there. So we mention the scale in fraction. Here it shows the ratio. What is the ratio of the map distance in comparison to the ground distance? First come to know what the word ratio is. Ratio in mathematics you already read. Ratio is the relation of the two commodities, or in other words, ratio is the relation of the two numbers, that how much bigger the first number is in comparison to the other one. So here it is the ratio of the, in representative fraction there is, it represents the ratio of the map distance in comparison to the ground distance. In ratio we can write that RF is equal to 1 is to 25,000. Or if have to write in fraction, so we always write in fraction, RF is equal to 1 upon 25,000. Always the map distance is represented by the numerator. We always mention the map distance at the place of numerator and the ground distance in the at the denominator place, and the unit remain same. So here we represent the ground distance and the map distance in ratio. What the ratio is? As we know, you know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, and 1000 meter is equal to 1 lakh centimeter. So we can easily convert what the in the same unit in of the map distance and the ground distance. Next is the linear or the graphic scale. Now the linear scale represents the relation of the map distance to the ground distance. What is the relation of the map distance in comparison to the ground distance? That is represented by the linear scale. It shows the relation, whereas the representative scale shows the ratio. So here we can easily state that this is a scale of 6 kilometer. Now we can see that from 0 towards the right of 0, it is divided into 5 equal parts that all are having a distance of 2 centimeter each. Then what it means that 2 centimeter of the map distance is equal to 1 kilometer of ground. 2 centimeter of the map is representing 1 kilometer of the ground. So here it is representing the 5 kilometer, and to the left of the 0 we can see again it is a distance of 2 centimeter, but it is divided into 10 equal compartments and each are having a distance of 10 meter each. So again this 2 centimeter is representing by the 1000 meter. This is one of the accurate scale method of measuring the map distance and the ground distance. The linear or the graphic scale is one of the accurate method of measuring the distance of the map and the ground. This is the scale which is accepted by most of the countries to represent the map. So there we come to know that there are 3 types of scales: verbal or the statement scale, the representative fraction and the linear scale. If anything is not clear to you, you can ask to me. Till then, thank you and have a good day.